Hey everyone, today an update video on some of the music stuff that's going on in my world. For those that don't know, I am the vocalist of a band called Decoherence. It is an international project with members in the UK and here in the US. I am the vocalist and I also contribute sampling. We just had our technically fourth full-length album, but third full-length album released with Sentient Ruin Laboratories label out of California this last Friday, the 28th of July. Go check it out. I have it linked in the community section of my channel, along with the front page feature from Decibel Magazine, the online publication version for that album drop. Pretty over the moon about it, pretty awesome. Very proud and happy of that release. Along with all of the others in the past. The last release prior to Order that came out with Sentient Ruin, System 1, technically a compilation, but it's still a full-length album. That's why I say Order is fourth full-length, but semantics. Other updates and information, a remastered version of Eldarion's album Gondolin has been out for a little while. We have some CDs left, not many, but some. As well as it's on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple, you know, all that stuff. Also, Pythonism. I still have a lot of CDs left of the album Transcending to Relais. So if you want to pick those up, the Bandcamp, I will link it in the description for Pythonism, as well as an update with that. We have a split that will be coming out soon with the band Athanasi, or Athanasi, however you want to pronounce it. Some of our friends over in Portugal. That's going to be a pretty heavy split. It's going to be a long one too. So I'm looking forward to that. That's awesome. Other updates: the Anointing Maelstrom, my one-man bestial black metal, war metal project, just had an album released not that long ago. Emulating Human Scum. Go check that out too if you're into the more abrasive, upfront, kind of grindy, just sonic violence. If you're into that, go check it out. I'll link all this stuff in the description as well. For Decoherence, Pythonism, Eldarion, the Anointing Maelstrom, and so on. Other releases, that's about it, apart from some other projects that I'm collaborating on. I also do logo, band logo, graphic design, artwork design, things like that for albums and releases. If you want something done, leave a comment and let me know. I'll tell you how to get in touch with me. Normally, go to one of the Bandcamp contact forms on the Bandcamp page for an artist. Usually, I prefer through like the Anointing Maelstrom. And you can just fill out the contact form to contact me. That'll come to my email, and then we can start correspondence and work up a commission service for logo or artwork or anything you need done. Other projects. I am currently with a new project. I am the vocalist for a project called Void Blight. That is with Justin Volis of notable bands such as Volis, Into the Mouth of Graves, or Out of the Mouth of Graves, Morgue Walker, and several other projects. Void Blight will be releasing a split with Filth Eater. That'll be coming up probably next month, maybe the month after. I can't remember exactly. Justin has talked about that on his channel as well. So that's coming up too for fans of Portal, as well as more of the really heavy side of like Death Grind and things like that. Kind of an experimental mashup of those. That'll be coming out soon as well, so be sure to go check that out. I will announce with the release again in the community tab, and it'll pop up, you know, with various YouTube channels and promotion and things like that. Other projects, Bonnie, haven't done too much with that lately. Waiting for another entity to collaborate with to get back to me about with some tracks to work on some things. More to come on that information later. I'm not going to say much about that right now. Just waiting on that partnership to finish developing and start sharing tracks so that we can get to work on things. Cryptic Evil, not much going on with that. We'll probably do something later this year or next year, for those that like raw black metal and black and roll. Other than that, again, doing a lot of collaborations, cameos, appearances, things like that too. If anybody wants to collaborate, let me know. I will have time available here and there to work on things apart from graphic design commissions and things like that. So some of that update stuff kind of out of the way. Also wanted to talk a little bit about vocal styles and projection and getting certain sounds and things like that. I'm not a vocal instructor by any means, but I've been doing it for a long time. With projects like Decoherence, you know, it's very much a lot of mid-range. I do some growls in there. I also do throat singing, kind of in combination for styles with that project. Other projects like Cryptic Evil and some other ones, Eldarion a little more high-end or a little more throaty kind of style. So, I mean, it's a range of different things, whether it's just or something a little bit lower. You know, Odious Emesis is like that too. A lot of guttural stuff, pig sounds. You know, the old pig brie. You know, you can do all kinds of cool stuff. Some of the cool Void Blight stuff that's going to be that you'll hear with it coming out. You know, very much. You know, things like that. A whole range of different implementations and accents and things like that that you can do apart from what your vocal styles are, things like that. Highs, I don't do a whole lot of actual highs. Like, I do some, but not a lot. I have a very old throat injury, and my voice was never the same after that. I know a lot of people have had that experience as well, so just some stuff like that, just some examples, and just kind of like understanding. You're going to use your gut. You're going to use your diaphragm, especially for sustained vocalization. A combination of fries and otherwise. Whole blend of stuff, so I do all kinds of stuff like that. Anointing Maelstrom, there's some highs. Eldarion, some Decoherence, you know, there's some highs there in various styles and ways. Again, I have to do it a little bit differently just because, you know, throat, your vocal cords and everything change, especially after an injury and as you get older, and environmental factors and things like that. So just one of those things as well. But yeah, just one of those videos I wanted to do some updates about music stuff, as well as just talk about that real quick. So anyone has questions about that kind of stuff, they can ask. I do recommend checking out, you know, like Cardivox Academy and stuff too. Apart from some other channels that do some really good stuff when it comes to vocal techniques and just kind of understanding how to do certain things with your voice and stuff like that, you know. It just depends. But yeah, that should round it off. Some updates. More stuff coming soon. Again, we're still working on more Eldarion stuff on the second album right now. It's a process because, you know, you're writing everything from scratch. And there's a lot of layers to that onion, especially when it comes to like your epic and fantasy infused atmospheric black metal and stuff like that. So there's a lot of layers there, a lot of composition, a lot of writing. We write everything out, you know, for that project, so it's very intensive. And then just with schedules, when we're available and things like that. So still finishing up the writing process. We're going to start tracking soon, so we're going to try and have that album done by the end of the year, hopefully. Split with Athanasi for Pythonisum. That'll be coming soon. Our tracks are done. We're just, you know, waiting for them to do their thing and finish it up. There's no rush on anything, so looking forward to that as well. Other than that, yeah, there's some other stuff coming soon. Void Blight and all that. Again, I'll announce everything as it comes along, and you'll see it pop up on YouTube and various channels and pages and stuff, so that's the update for now, and a little talk otherwise. So thanks for tuning in. Keep you updated. Metal up.